Let me extend a warm and cordial welcome to you on this 12th convocation of IIM Raipur. Shri Ashish Chauhan ji is our chief guest to address the 12th convocation address. Honorable Sir, this is our privilege and IIM Raipur family wishes to thank you for accepting our invitation. Your presence inspires us. I am sure your knowledge and wisdom will ignite a desire to follow your footsteps. Specifically, your own 32 plus years of post-IIM Calcutta experience or post-IIM experience to contribute to nation building is something which is worthwhile for all of us to learn. I'll tell a very small incident about Sir which I came to know today and which might feel you a little upset that why did you come here. Sir did not attend his own convocation and he says that's the reason I'm being invited and I keep attending so many convocations. May your number of convocations only increase, sir. The IIM Raipur community has received consistent support, mentoring and inspiration from our chairperson, Srimati Shyamala Gopinath Madam. Respected Madam, your contribution to our development and success is immense. Madam, I can promise you that we are working hard to make IIM Raipur one of the best business schools in India to start with, and of course we'll move further from there. We cherish your presence. The significant contribution that our esteemed members of the Board of Governors have made to the development of the institute has been and will continue to be a critical factor in determining the architectural direction that IIM Raipur will take. Thank each one of you for taking your time, flying here, being part of this community, and as well as our internal board members. Thank you. I am happy to see all of you. I extend my appreciation to the government of Chhattisgarh for supporting the expansion of management education. IIM Raipur strongly believes in the term Swakarma Nirata Siddhim, meaning by one's role actions one attains perfection. This expression is deeply imbibed in our logo, in our philosophy, and we passionately hold this belief. In light of this conviction, the Institute is committed to fostering academic excellence, developing strong ties with business, and fostering positive relations with other countries. I am thrilled to share the Director's report with all of you. Higher education institutes differ from the corporate world. For instance, the success of this particular field depends on the amount of intellectual compounding, like time value of money, the intellectual compounding that takes place both in quantity and quality. And it also is a circular issue. Good quality, high quality faculty, high quality of students, they are essentially each, it's like chicken and egg kind of a issue out there, right? It's a circular issue, implying good faculty results in good students and the other way around. Thus, a faculty turnover of even higher than 5% is detrimental in higher education space, unlike the corporate sector. So, our HR practices and student admission policies have imbibed this philosophy. Hence, we are able to attract top students, we have competitive assessments, and preserve intellectual community of experts. We have faculty who have come with experience, some who have left older IIMs, older IITs, and have joined us, speaks immensely about our institute and our institute's attraction, the way it is slowly, steadily growing. Thank each one of you to be here. With this distinguishing feature, our vision benchmarks were achieved this year as IIM Raipur provides academics and students with world-class infrastructure and stable synergistic settings. We focus on IIM Raipur's primary stakeholders, the next generation, which is you, and the industry, to improve it. So how do we do that? For example, we have almost a frequent open houses for the students every 3 to 4 months once. We do this by attracting dedicated academic scholars, both students and faculty. inspiring them, providing them with relatively stress-free environment and reasonable resources to improve their knowledge and fields. And we are on the job. We are a work in progress. The research output of any institute will positively impact classroom teaching by providing students with up-to-date and relevant information, methodologies and practices. I am proud to report that in the last academic year, we had 78 peer research publications, and 42 of them have been in A category journals, and 2 of the papers have been in A-star journals. To name my co-authors here, the co-authors of A-star papers, Dr. Bhavna Priya and Dr. M. Ramkumar. Our faculties have participated in 4 international and 39 national conferences, and we have had more than 30 weekly research seminars. Speaks about the research momentum out there. 2 FDPs were organized, that is 2 faculty development programs were organized by Dr. Manojit and Dr. Satya Siva to develop the faculty's research skills and capacity building. We also invited eminent guests for our capacity development, including Professor Pradeep Khandwala, former Director IIM Ahmedabad, and Professor Audesh Paswan, AACSB mentor, that is the mentor for our international accreditation. So thank each one of them there. I am proud to share that we also initiated a working paper series where our faculties published their preliminary research findings. Our faculties also benefit from seed funding for their research and case insight initiatives. I proudly also announce that this year we've also initiated an in-house case depository. We've called it as CHIP Case House in IIM Raipur. These activities demonstrate our commitment to high quality scholarship. My team has done 5 consultancies in the last 1 year with the Government of India by imparting things to the India's apex Public Administration Institute, Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, Mussoorie. The Government of Chhattisgarh through CGMF, which is being done by Dr. Jagruk and Dr. Yogesh. For Hindustan Petroleum Corporation, and in the private sector we are also doing consulting for the Tata Group through TM Logistics, which is being done by Dr. Akhilesh Kumar. Postgraduate program in management is our flagship program. This year 17 students graduated from PGP 22 batch, 231 students graduated from PGP 23 batch, and from our PGP, that is postgraduate program in management for working executives on campus 2020, 21 students are graduating this year. Our students have contributed not only to academics but also in extracurricular activities. Our students have won many prizes at national and international levels. I'd like to name a few of them. Samridh Maurya, Hem Desai and Shaksham Verma were the winners in Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge 2022 by University of Arizona. They were number 1 in India and number 8 in world. Shubham Tripathi, Akshit Kungar, Muskan Lad, Shubham Gupta were winners in Cornell University Emerging Markets Institute competition. Shweta Karambelkar was winner of OPJEMS Management Scholarship. Pranjali Bhange, Harshit Kumar Jain, Riddhi Gauri Sharia were winners in Aditya Birla Fashion Showstopper. Mohammad Nisar Afroz and Konda Varshita were national winners in Asian Paints Cognoscenti. R. Madhushweta, Petroda Jigar, and G.R. Karthik were winners of Crack the Valuation IIM Indore competition. Yashika Tabane was runner-up for Toastmasters event organized by IIM Lucknow. Shruti Poddar, Prasham Anand, and Ritika Jain were national finalists and runners-up in the Tata Steel Steelathon competition organized by Tata Steel. We may have done many things, we also have done many unique things that are very unique to us, which possibly have not been replicated by some of our other IIM peers and others. As mentioned by my chief guest and by Chairperson Madam, we are the sole knowledge partner of Y20. We advise even institutes like IIT Kanpur on how to go about in the Y20, which is a very unique field. In fact, tomorrow 6 of our colleagues are also going, because this Y20 knowledge partner also means we will be documenting the communique document of U20 of all the G20 countries that are there. In fact, tomorrow also 6 faculty colleagues will be flying to Leh Ladakh to be part of the pre-summit convention that is there. And the conveners for the Y20 are Dr. Sanjeev Parashar, Dr. Indira Indivara, and Professor S. Ramkumar and Dr. Samar Singh. Currently, we are running our third EPGP batch. From our first batch, 172 students are graduating this year. In addition, we have recently launched EPGP in HR, all with the help of partnerships. So thank you, partners. I am proud to announce that 2 of our EFPM scholars are graduating today. Our doctoral students have not only won Best Paper Awards in national and international conferences, but also have published in ABDC A and B category journals. Speaks a lot about our research focus. This year, our Executive Learning and Development Program has conducted in-company and residential training for varying set of clients, which is where I say we are doing things which are very unique and not replicable by other institutes. For example, nobody trains folks of Vidhan Sabha Secretariat, Lok Sabha Secretariat, and elected representatives. Training is available for bureaucrats, for working executives, corporate executives. There are 1,000 trainings there. We have initiated a collaboration with PRS Legislative Research and have trained more than 150 Vidhan Sabha Secretariat and Lok Sabha Secretariat folks across 25 states of India. We've also trained ICAI top rankers, Department of Economic Affairs folks who are there, and in private sector we've also done training of Yes Bank folks. To just give you an example there. As I was saying, we are doing very unique things. So we are also co-creating a course titled Managing Social Impact with Tata Steel. And that's something which I would say is again not yet replicated by any other institute out there. In addition, we have signed multiple memorandums of understanding, and some of these, it's not that we just sign MOUs, we also make it execute. To give you an example, we have 2 MOUs, one with AIMS Raipur, All India Institute of Management Sciences Raipur, wherein we are going to launch very soon, it is going to start, an executive program in hospital management. Similarly, we have in collaboration an MOU with the Digital Health Academy, wherein we have a program titled Postgraduate Certificate Program in Digital Health. You would be surprised to know the first batch of 47 people who are there, average work experience of these 47 people, all of them are MBBS almost except for one, and average work experience is 17.5 years. Tells the kind of box which we are tick marking there, right? So It demonstrates our commitment to co-create and enhance global health. If all goes well, we should also be very soon launching something which is targeted at primary health workers very soon, which could be like get trained on one module of 3 hours at $1 kind of a price. Let's see how it pans out. I think it's better to not make too many claims before it's executed. On the international accreditation front, we are closely targeting AACSB accreditation, wherein out of 10 milestones which are there to reach the final goal post, we have already crossed the 7th milestone. Hopefully, in the next 1 to 1.5 years, we should be there. Diversity and cross-functional knowledge are essential needs to reap benefits of convergence. We at IIM Raipur have built systems and processes to include such practice. For example, every committee of ours, we ensure that there is gender diversity, there is geographical diversity, there is also a staff included in most of the committees. IIM Raipur fosters diversity. Almost 62% of our going forward, the coming batch is female managers, coming batch has females out there. In this batch also we have 49% females out there. It demonstrates our commitment to DEI, diversity, equity and inclusion. Our MBA students come from diverse undergraduate majors as well. It is wonderful that you have finished your degree requirements. You accomplished much, and I am privileged to preside over this August gathering as the director of IIM Raipur. Like your time at this institute, students, I'll keep this brief and to the point. You probably did not have much social life because we kept you busy with homework, tests and projects. However, we do not worry, and now that you have graduated, you need not worry. Now that you have graduated, you will have plenty of time for such pursuits out there. I hope you know how appreciative I am of your efforts this year. You should be proud of yourself for finishing such a rigorous course of study. Please take your sense of humor into the next phase of your life. When faced with one of life's many unexpected turns, it can help to give you a good laugh. Let me share a very small thing. I know I should not be giving too much of advice out there, but I'll share a very small story out there and let's see what can be the take homes. This is a story taken from Osho. There were 17 camels and the farmer had 3 daughters. He said that, look, these camels, in his will he wrote that these camels be distributed in this way, that half of the camels will go to the first daughter, 1/3 will go to the second daughter, and 1/9 will go to the third daughter. So these 3 daughters were puzzled, how do we go about it? So what do? Should they kind of cut the camel? So what they did is, they used their wisdom and they went to a lady who was very senior, had wisdom, somebody like, let's say, chairperson madam out there for me, and they went to her. She said, look, I have 1 camel, I'll give it to you and then let's see what happens. 1 camel was given. So now there were total 18 camels. So the first daughter got 9 camels. Second daughter got 1/3, that is 6 camels. And the third daughter got 1/9, which is 2 camels. 9 plus 6 plus 2, 17. 1 camel was left. They gave it back to the lady who's kind of lent them that particular camel. What is the take home out there? In life, there will be failures. You will be getting stuck with many puzzles. Please make use of elders, seniors with wisdom out there to take their inputs. I tell this because we have, in the social media space, you might be tick marking many boxes, but just taking the advice and mentoring from somebody who's been there, done that, might really help you taking it further. First take home. Second take home. don't be sticklers to rules, regulations that are there. For example, had that rule been applied half of 17, it would have been 8.5 camels. Find, as things kind of get modernized, find out innovative ways of finding solutions. And as mentioned by our chairperson, sir, the chief guest there, chairperson madam, she very nicely mentioned that 3 values that are there are encouraging feedback, that is receive more feedback, avoid unnecessary expenditure, and stick to the attitude of winning. Apart from this, she also mentioned 2 more things, saying you need to be ethical and collaborate. Thank you, madam, for your sagely advice. If we reflect on Ashish sir's speech, what he did was viewed India from its civilization to the present, clearly mentioned, don't have low self-esteem. Look, we are people who have been there, done that. Things like Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav are not just to kind of create some occasion to celebrate. We are actually rocking the way we handled COVID and other aspects that are there. And he also very nicely mentioned that we as a nation are not just doing well individually. To you would be, I'll give you a very small data point. During my times, more than 90% of IIT Bombay folks would typically go abroad when they would graduate. As on date, from places like IIT Bombay, hardly 10% today go outside. It clearly conveys where actually the momentum is and where the benefits, which is the place which is happening and should be the site of action, and that's India. So thank you, sir. We cherish your advice and we will record the recent achievements and be positive and keep away from the negatives. We'll try to document the case studies, suggestions which you had mentioned as well. Finally, I offer my heartfelt congratulations to this outstanding accomplishment. I hope the best for you in the coming years. And I'm sure you are excited to, I'm excited to witness all you will achieve. My congratulations are also extended to all the parents present here. I see many of them standing there also. Dear students, your success today and in future is because of your parents and guardians. They have made what you are today. It is with their blessings and their belief in you. I am confident you will be humble, grounded, and lead ahead to make us all proud. We also aim to be in touch with you through our alumni networks and invited sessions. Thank you, the board members, the students, the parents, for taking your time to be part of this celebration. For making this event happen, I request each one of you to put hands to the invisible folks out there, apart from my visible folks, my faculty colleagues, my staff. There are many people who were invisible. For example, someone coming and giving seamlessly the way they would have practiced and went about. Thank you, dear faculty colleagues, dear administration, dear staff members, the outsourcing services, and the security. As usual, you guys rock. Thank you so much.